Okay, this is random and short because I was gonna do it in an IG story, but like, I don't know. This just feels easier and different and better. And sometimes, as a creative, you maybe overthink things. Maybe you sometimes overthink your creative flow, just like me. And that is when I just like, I hit that cannabis, I put on those mantras, I move my body, do the kundalini, and it's just like, all right, it's not that serious, and none of it is that serious. Just fucking do something. Do it shitty, like, just do it. And your mind may label it as shitty, may not fit in with, I don't know, what Instagram experts are saying to post on social media to get followers, to get clients, blah, 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 blah. We don't care because we are creative flow beings, and that is the most important fucking thing. So this is me just being like, I'm just doing it. Okay, so this may sound typical, but whatever. So obviously I like talking about energy and patterns, and everything is an energy pattern. Everything is energy, period. Right? So money's an energy, we've talked about this. I'm sure you follow a bunch of people who talk about this shit. And I was interested, in how my relationship with money is just mirroring different other relationship patterns. And so if I want to work on a relationship, I know how to do that. I go to the inner child. I do the thing. I do the nervous system, the emotional, the stuff we do. You know what I'm saying. If you've been here for a while, you know what I'm saying. If you haven't been for a while, hi, welcome. Just start binging my content. I don't know, there's tons of free shit, and you'll kind of get my vibe pretty quick, and you'll love it or hate it, and that is totally fine, because at the end of the day, it's all energy and projection stories. So one way that I really love doing with my relationship with money, and I can honestly say with every cell of my being, that every time I fall off this commitment, I notice my income different. And then when I come back to it, I get a lot more income. I swear, I'm not just saying that, and I'm kind of explaining myself because I remember being the listener and thinking if someone was saying this to me a number of years ago, and I was still really deeply struggling with my money patterns. I was just in my shit, and I was sick of hearing fucking blonde bitches on the internet telling me about their dumbass money fucking ritual, and it just works, and it's instant, and then buy my shit. I was just like, fuck off. So if that's you, totally get it. I am that bitch. Well, I guess I'm both bitches. You know what I'm saying? I am the one being STFU, and now I'm also the one being okay, but here's my money ritual, and it fucking works. The only difference is I feel like I've developed such a intimate spiritual relationship with the idea of selling and social selling and creating content that I feel like the difference is the intention behind when we talk about these things. And if it's to sell something specifically, instead of just sharing and blabbing, and you know what I'm saying, the difference between someone online where it just feels generic and annoying and they're just trying to get something from me, and then someone who hopefully you perceive me in the way I'm about to describe, just someone who's I've been there, let's do this, we're friends, no pressure, whatever. Okay, what was I actually saying? Oh, money ritual. So I have this marble notebook that's only for money. It's just my money notebook. It's where I write my income every month, just pencil to paper, and what I spend every month, and my monthly goal. And every time I get income from a new client or someone enrolling in one of my courses, which like happens just like so randomly and fun. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the Alchemy of Surrender. I haven't even talked about that in a few months, and someone just bought it. Like, oh, I wonder, are they gonna swim with mermaids? Or whether it's a Cosmic Kundalini, and I'm like, holy fuck. And I like get so excited, and I look up your email and I see like, oh, like they've been in my free workshop, or oh my gosh, they got into my email list from my original Starseed quiz. They must have been here for a couple of years. Like now I get to know them, and it's the perfect timing. And so like I tap into that excitement and gratitude and joy, and just looking at it as this connection with another being and an opportunity. And so when I write in on my income page, so it's August, right? August at the top. And then in the top right corner, my income goal that month. And I write X amount for, let's just say, Cosmic Kundalini. And I write under it, thank you so much. I write, I'm so excited that Sophia or Megan or Lisa or whoever, you know, there's Tamara, like so many, I'm blanking because there's just so many of you I love so much. Hannah, Vanessa, anyway, like coming into my world, I'm so grateful. And I feel how it feels to have that energy exchange, and I feel how it feels to receive money and have money, and like what that represents, and like, oh my gosh, like this is going to support my savings. This is going to support more of my business, like whatever. And like, just let it be celebrated. And even if it's something like an $11 meditation, or sometimes I forget someone owes me money, and then like for like a friend or something, and I get like a random Venmo, and I'm like, oh my gosh, $11, fuck yes, you know, like yes, like wow, money just, it comes to me because I'm open. It comes to me because my heart's open, and I love, and even when it's hard and I don't understand it, I'm still dedicated to the love and the pureness that is at the core of everything, and the mirroring, and like, thank you money for like my fucking mother wound, yo. Which, plug, I have a podcast episode called Money in the Mother Wound that goes way more into the patterns of money in the mother wound. But regardless, so do that in the notebook, and then I put on, usually it's mantras or this like really fun money song by Karen Drucker, which I'll post in the show notes. Highly recommend. And I just fucking dance and I vibe, and it's real, and it makes a difference. You know, if you want a different physical reality, you gotta take the action to shift the pattern from a new internal paradigm. That's the important part. So what could someone call it? Aligned action, whatever, alignment. I prefer to regulated action, you know, just aware action, just being aware of the intention behind the action. So, and just introducing different things, noticing what comes up around it. Free workshop. When is it? August 15th? Tuesday. Is that the 16th or the 15th? Hold on. Open my calendar. Tuesday the 15th, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Free workshop. Release the past and attract more love. And it's basically doing what I just talked about with the patterns. And in my world, everything being energy, I say that the ET counterparts, you know, explained and showed me in tangible ways that Money can come in all forms. The more we open the heart channel, it's going to have a ripple effect through into this physical dimension based on, different preferences and different other energy, more subtle energy patterns that we're emitting. So when we open our heart and we shift the past patterns, release them, then love can take form as money. It can take form as a soulmate style partnership. I believe there's many different soulmates. I don't believe in a singular, soulmate partner at all. Just want to throw that in there. It can, take form as feeling confident in taking business action. It can take form in just so many ways. It can take form in infinite ways. But the form that it takes in your physical reality is dependent on what patterns you're projecting and what limitations you have on your energy, right? So the more that we align with this concept of the infinite, with unconditional love, with everything being love, the more we break down the patterns and the behaviors that limit us to that love. And I feel like it can get sometimes misunderstood or even mistaught, I guess, or just whatever, not in alignment with what I believe, where this whole idea, it's like quantum leaping. It's like getting to this next level, getting to this higher goal, as if it's something that is action-oriented and external at the core, when in reality, it's really just softening and opening to the truth of our optimal timeline individually and collectively. And that optimal timeline is pure love frequency. We can't even comprehend that in the mind. We can't. It's true that this density has so many limitations, and it's all a reflection of the war within. So the limitations within, the addiction to duality within, the over-identification with the story. And it's beautiful work. That's what we're here for. And it's not supposed to end. There's not this like pivotal moment where it's like, I'm completely healed, everything is but there the feelings of like safety and flow and being like, whoa, I'm doing this. Like I love my life. I feel so much better inside. I feel more creative. I see that things are happening. And this doesn't mean that life doesn't feel hard sometimes. It doesn't mean no suffering. But you have that inner anchor that you can take yourself through it and transmute and see the beauty. Always remembering that there is beauty in the suffering, that there is beauty in moving through the duality and coming to the other side of love, unity, consciousness within and without. Having that to touch down on in this crazy world. That's what we're here for. We're here to touch down on that as much as possible, and that's enough. Okay? Anyway, come to the workshop. I'll link it in the bio, but I love it. What else is happening? Oh, the Cosmic Kundalini, that early bird sale. A part of me feels like inside, I didn't talk about it enough, blah, 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 but I'm actually doing like the best I can. It's been a really intense summer. I'll share after the summer, but it's been a lot going on for me, and I'm using all these tools and just feeling rooted in, everything I talked about. So the Cosmic Kundalini, anyway, the early bird sale ends Sunday night. And this part of the enrollment process, so we start at the end of September, is for those of you who've been with me for a while and you know how I work. Maybe you've taken a workshop and you just feel like it's a 100% like, fuck yeah. I mean, it's normal to have some hesitation, nerves around investment, but overall, you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready. to commit. I'm ready to have this accountability and apply these teachings, the the Kundalini technology and the quantum inner child, and just be in a container with me. $900 off, extended payment plans. I wanted to make it as accessible as possible, and Teachable added this new option where I could put that like affirm and pay later thing, which I'm so stoked about. That just opens so much more of a world for both of us to be able to receive and get supported in the ways that we need, and the ways that we want, and the ways that we desire and deserve. So there's that. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about that. You can DM me or email me, stalk my page. There's a highlight section for Cosmic Kunda. Tap through that in Instagram. I'm starting to get into my highlights a little more, where I can be like, refer people to them. And I think it's really helpful. So have fun with that. I love you. I don't know what the fuck I just talked about, but money, 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 money. That's not the money song, though. The money song I listen to is like, money is coming to me easily enough. Money is coming to me. I got money. So good. Like I said, I link it. Or I will link it. This episode is dedicated to one of my clients. I really love her. She's just awesome. We actually had our first session just last week, and something she's working through, processing beautifully with her divine inner child, is just showing up, just doing it. Starting a business can feel really overwhelming. No matter how smart and confident and how well you know yourself, it can be overwhelming hopping into the online world, right? And we talked a lot about just the balance between strategy and surrender, and redefining in a more intuitive way what a sales funnel is, being a projector, whatnot, all the energetics behind creating a successful business structure. So one of her homeworks, I don't want to, go into too much detail, was to just whip out her voice memo and talk. And just see how that feels. Imagine if you did post that. Imagine if you did just post whatever on a podcast. What would happen, and really addressing that anxiety, that fear, and that impulse to make it perfect. One of the best pieces of advice, my nervous system mentor, I want to talk more about her in another episode, but Christy, she was like, I would get in these freeze modes in my mind, and she'd say, just do it shitty. Just do it shitty. Like, what's going to happen? It's fine. Just do it shitty. And see what comes. And then, I'm adding the prompts around, see what comes up. What comes up? Who's the inner child? Where's the fear? What if someone hates it? What if someone thinks you're stupid? What if no one listens? What if? That's the work, baby. Those are the patterns that we untangle. And I love it. And it got me to where I am right now, which is talking to you. Whoa.